Hey guys, welcome back to Story Time with me. Have you guys ever been to a garden? You have? Well, have you ever planted some things in a garden? Like vegetables and flowers? Really? That's great. Well, today, in this story time video, we're going to read a Blue's Clues Discovery Series book, which is called Blue's Garden. Yeah, and look, there's Blue with Shovel and Pail. And this book has our friend Steve Burns in it. Because remember, Steve Burns is all in the Blue's Clues Discovery Series books. So, here we go. Blue's Garden. Blue and I are so excited. Some of the vegetables we plant in our garden are finally ready to pick and eat. Will you help us figure out which vegetables are ready to pick? You will? Great. Look, there's our friend Steve Burns and Blue. Oh, and Shovel and Pail. And hey, the garden looks great. Which vegetables are ready to pick? Oh, that big head of lettuce? Yep, it looks ready to me too. 2 cucumbers. Yep, I see them. And 3 bright red tomatoes. Good job. I'll bet they're nice and juicy. Yeah, they are gonna be nice and juicy. So, what should we do with the vegetables we just picked? Good thinking. We can use them to make lunch. Blue, what do you think we should make for lunch? Oh, Blue wants us to play Blue's Clues to figure out what she wants to make for lunch. Terrific! I love playing Blue's Clues. Okay, remember, Blue's paw prints will be on the clues. Blue's Clues. Oh, where's the pail? This sign fell down. Do you know where it belongs? What's that a picture of? Oh, a tomato. Hey, here's a tomato plant. But the tomato on the sign is red, and the ones on the plant are green. Right, that's because the tomato on the sign is ripe, and the ones on the plant aren't. You are so smart. We did it! Here are the tomato plants. And now the sign is back where it belongs. What's that? Oh, a clue. Tomatoes are our first clue. Great. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what Blue wants to make for lunch. And our first clue is tomatoes. So, what could Blue want to make for lunch that has tomatoes? What do you think? Maybe. But I think we need some more clues before we try and figure out the answer to Blue's Clues. Hi, Mr. Salt and Miss Pepper. We just picked some vegetables from our garden. We're going to use it to make lunch. Would you like to join us? Hello, Steve. Hello, Blue. We would love to join you for lunch. We picked some fresh blueberries this morning. We will use them to make a pie for dessert. But first, we must wash them. Look! Mr. Salt and Miss Pepper picked some fresh blueberries for some blueberry pie. Thanks for reminding me. Blue and I need to wash the vegetables we just picked too. We'll just put the vegetables in the sink and turn on the water. A clue? You see a clue? Where? Aha! The pot! Good job. So, what was our first clue? Tomatoes, right. And now, clue number 2 is a pot. So, what does Blue want to make for lunch using tomatoes and a pot? Yeah, you're right. We should find our third clue before we try and figure out the answer. Hi, Mailbox. You got something for us today? Ooh. What do you think Mailbox wants to give Steve Burns and Blue? Look, Blue! We sent our film away to be developed, and now we have our photos back. I love looking at pictures. They help me remember things that we've done. Thanks for the photos, Mailbox. Oh! Mailbox gave photos for Steve Burns and Blue. Wow! Here are the pictures we took when we planted our garden last spring. What do you think we should do with them? Great idea! We'll put them on the fridge. No, but the photos are all mixed up. We want to put them on the refrigerator in the same order that they happened. Will you help us? You will? Great. What do you think happened first? Then what happened? Let's see. Let's take a look at the photos. First, we got up the hole in the dirt. Then we put the seeds inside the hole. Then watered the seeds so that the plants grew. I think we just arranged the photos in the right order. We did! Our photos are all in the right order. I remember now. First, we dug holes in the dirt. Then we put the seeds in the holes. Then we watered the seeds and they grew into plants. Cool. What's that? You see a clue? Where? The soup bowl! That's our third and last clue. We have all 3 clues! You know what that means? It's time to go to our thinking chair. Now, what do you suppose Blue wants to make for lunch that uses tomatoes, a pot, and a soup bowl? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Something hot and tomatoey? Something like tomato soup? What do you say, Blue? Did we figure out what we want to make for lunch? We did! Hooray! We just figured out Blue's clues! Thanks so much for your help today. As you can see, Blue's tomato soup is a big hit. And we even made a salad with lettuce and the cucumbers that we picked. Bon appetit. That means enjoy your meal in French. The end. Wow! That was such a great story about Blue's Garden with Steve Burns and Blue. Thanks so much for having story time with me. Oh, and you know, you should pay a visit to the garden one day. Hey, you're gonna plant some amazing things in the garden too.